Well, get ready to laugh. Teddy White T is bringing the laughs to Fayetteville as he kicks off his 2025 Cutest Boy Ever Tour. You couldn't tell, Cutest Boy Ever
This
right
guy
here.
right here.
Yeah, I was actually going to be a gymnast, but, gravity.
That
Yeah.
happens. So let's talk about your show. What can people expect
Right.
out of this one?
This is going to be a different comedy show than normal. There's a lot of production elements to it, so we work with a special effects company, a lot of things that you don't normally just see at just regular stand-up. I do have just normal openers for the show. Spencer Mills will be there. He's out of Oklahoma. Also Matt Farrell. He won the Best of Oklahoma competition. So great openers. There'll be a brief intermission, and then we will go to the main show, which is more of a production style.
Oh, wow, that's really cool. So you're working with the whole team there, and it's going to be at Theater Squared, right?
Yeah, that's when we were looking in Fayetteville. I saw that place first. We instantly fell in love with it. The team and staff over there is great.
Yeah.
So it was a no-brainer to go ahead and pick them.
And you're kicking off the tour here, is that right?
Yeah. So we'll do for 2025. I'll do 11 states and 27 theaters. So it's a pretty big deal. I mean, this is a lot of sex appeal, guys.
I mean,
That's
Okay,
right.
so you
Yeah.
gotta spread it around.
Yeah,
You know?
absolutely.
And tickets, I think tickets are still on sale over there. They're only $18, and if you look at that, that's about 2 cents a pound, and that is a bargain in this economy. So
You
an
got that right.
absolute
Yeah.
bargain. Now we talked about this because we got to Zoom interview with you.
Right.
But you talk about your style of comedy and how it is relatable for all lifestyles. Can you talk
Right.
about that?
Yeah, that was just important to me. Like, there's so much segregation and diversion in today's society that I wanted to make sure that my comedy didn't do that. I want anybody and everybody to feel safe at my shows. My past has been kind of rocky, so I know how it feels to not be invited or welcomed because of something in your life. And that was big on me to make sure that that didn't happen for people that wanted to come to my shows.
Yeah. How long have you been performing as a comedian?
Full-time 2 years.
Okay.
But I've been performing since ninth grade with Cheryl Hewson in my creative writing class. And I'd actually like to give her a shout out because she said someday I would be going places, and I'll be dang, here I am.
Here you are.
Here I am.
You've at least traveled a couple hours.
Absolutely. Two
hours.
Yeah, I mean,
hours.
straight to the top, folks.
Yes, that's right. And so folks can come and they can expect just a great comedy show with a bunch of theatrical elements, it sounds like. Can you talk a little bit about the team that you've been working with to put on these productions? As you
Yeah,
travel around
so
the country?
Charity Jones, she's a great comedian out of Oklahoma. She's been helping a lot. We've been down here a few different times to do some marketing. A lot of my friends and family have helped out along the way, just trying to work it. Someday they're going to try to ride these coattails straight to success. Buddy is always helping out, and I'm like, I start the phone calls with, "Hey, what are you doing?" And they're like, "Oh, nothing." And I'm like, "Great, because I got something I need
got
you to
something
do."
to do.
So
Yes.
it's worked out pretty good.
What about your material? What do you go to? What's your source for your comedy?
Just everyday stuff. So I worked with comedian Tom Arnold. He was married to Roseanne Barr. I did some shows with him, and he said I was basically the perfect mix of Ron White and Ralphie May. And I like the Ron White side better because he's still alive. So, wait. But that was a great compliment. And it is a lot of just like funny stories in my life that are true stories. Of course, with any comedy show, you make them a little funnier by embellishing them some. But
Sure.
what's crazy is that the majority of my stories are all real. And that makes them even funnier is because you're like, when that actually happened, and because you have Google,
Yeah,
know
of
it happened.
course.
Right.
That kind of brings a different element to it. So.
Is that why you think people relate to your comedy so much?
I think it's in this society, there's so much we can't hang out, we can't hang out. What I like about those shows is that no matter where you come from or your lifestyle or anything, when you're at those shows, everybody's having a great time.
Yeah.
So why does the threshold of that theater have to be the starting and the ending point of us not getting along? Like if you have a lifestyle that I don't live or vice versa, well, we're all here for the same great cause and we're all having a good time.
Sure.
So obviously we have something in common. Why can't we share that when we leave a place like that?
Yeah. You see that QR code on the screen right now. Go ahead and scan that for your chance to get some more information and definitely snag those tickets before they're gone because they're going fast. They're only $18 right now. Show taking place tomorrow at Theater Square.
Yeah,
here
I
in
think there's
downtown
about
Fayetteville.
63 tickets left, and the Yetis was snagging some for his girlfriend.
Yes.
Oh,
And if can I give a shout out real quick?
Sure.
Okay, Cheryl Hewson, here I am. I've made it. Chad, I know you're probably still in bed, but when you get up about 2 o'clock, I made it, bud. And also, I don't know if you could tell from my good looks, but I was actually going to be a meteorologist in my life, but all my answers were correct on the test. So
Wait,
they
we've
said
got
you
a pretty
can't be
good
a meteorologist.